Hello and good evening, my little ones. How are you all doing? Welcome to yet another storytelling session by Mindseed Preschool and Daycare. My name is Shaily and I'm going to be your storyteller for this evening. Now, I hope you've all had a great week and you all have also had a great weekend. I'm sure some places it's going to be a lockdown. We're all in at home together, but I'm sure everyone's having some fun, playing games with each other, spending some quality time with each other, resting it out as well, and taking good care of themselves and each other in the family. So today, just to make it a little more fun and exciting for some time, we're here with another exciting story with a beautiful lesson at the end of it. So today's story is about this little boy named Samir. He's a very enthusiastic boy, just like all of you, my little viewers. And this boy is on a mission. He has received a school project by his teacher and he wants to make sure that he finds some of the best ways to save water. So let's find out what does he do, where does he go, and how does he come up with these different ways to save water. I feel it's a very important topic, especially in these days. In fact, more so right now when it's summertime, when you actually feel so thirsty, right? And it's not just us, it's so many people, so many animals around us, in our neighborhood, in our place, in our surrounding, who also need water but they don't get it. So, what should be some of the ways that we should find out to make sure that we save water and we also make more water available for all those who don't have it? So, let's find out. I would have actually loved to use some puppets in this story, but I have found this story on the Pratham Books collection and they have some beautiful illustrations. So, let me take you on to that and let's enjoy the story, shall we?
Every drop counts. And this story has been written by Sanjana Kapoor, and Shreya Sen is the illustrator, and she's given some very colorful and beautiful illustrations for this story. Meena Chachi is here, Samir said excitedly. Samir had been waiting all day for this Chachi to arrive. She is an expert in water conservation. You know what is water conservation? It means finding different ways to save water. She had promised Samir that she would help him with his school project. So he looks very excited. In fact, look at that little crow sitting on his head. He doesn't even know if that crow is on his head. He's so excited. Samir ran down the steps and hugged his Chachi. I am glad to see you too, Samir. Meena Chachi smiled. Chachi, my project is due next week. I have to list down different ways in which I can save water. I only have two so far, Samir said. Not bad. What are the two ways that you have thought of? Meena Chachi asked him. I asked Nani and Nana what they do. Nani said that the water she Nani said that they water their plants with the water they use to wash their vegetables. I thought that it was a great idea, Samir said. That is an excellent idea, Meena Chachi agreed. So that's so nice. So Samir's Nana and Nani, they both use this water very judiciously, means very carefully. So whatever water they use for washing their vegetables, they use that same water. Maybe they fill it up in the bucket, or looks like from here that we see that the basin water, the pipe is connected to the plants and the gardens, so it directly goes into that. What is the second way you have come up with? Meena Chachi asked. I thought if I put a bucket on the terrace every time it rained, I could collect water. Then I could use the bucket of water in the toilet instead of flushing, Samir explained. Wow, you are trying to set up your own rainwater harvesting system by collecting rainwater. That's very clever of you, Meena Chachi said. A few months back, I helped the people of an apartment complex reduce their water usage. I think it would be useful if you spoke to the residents, Meena Chachi said. That sounds interesting. I will take my notebook so that I can write down notes for everything, Samir said excitedly. Meena Chachi and Samir arrived at the apartment complex. I can't wait to meet all the people, Samir said excitedly. Have fun. I will wait for you in the car park, Meena Chachi said. So Samir goes to one of the houses. Samir rang the doorbell. A cheerful auntie greeted them at the door. Hello, Tara auntie. I am Samir. Yes. Meena said that you would be coming. How are you? How can we help you, Samir? Tara auntie invited him in. I wanted to know what do you do to save water, Samir asked. Well, Samir, both Sahil and I use one bucket to have a bath. It uses a lot less water than a shower, Tara auntie explained. I am also very careful about any leaks in the house. I repair a broken pipe without wasting any time. I also save water by using the rinsed water to clean the house. Wow, you and Sahil uncle are doing so much to save water. Thank you for showing me around, Samir said as he said goodbye. Tara auntie was so nice. I wonder what everyone else will have to say, Samir thought. I have already made a lot of notes based on what she said. Notebook in hand, Samir went from one house to another. So in the next house, he gets to know something more, and let's see what he gets to know. I use only a cup of water to brush my teeth. A running tap uses too much water, Adi explained. My father and mother do that too. I use a twin flush system. I have a small flush that uses very little water and a big flush that uses more water. I use the flush according to how much I need. And it has also helped me save a lot of water, my son, Nikhil uncle said. We scrape all the food wastes from the plate before washing anything. We also wash all the dishes in the sink full of water instead of keeping a running tap. So we also wash the vegetables in a bowl full of water, Rao uncle said. I collect all the water and use it for the plants, Rao auntie said. My Nana Nani also do that too, Samir said excitedly. So there he found somebody who does something similar. He now thinks he's on the right track and he's noting down all the points that he's learning from these different residents that he's meeting from the complex. I don't use a hose pipe to wash my car and bike, Mala auntie said. I use a bucket of water instead. In fact, I try and use rainwater for most of my washing. Samir said goodbye to all the residents and went home. I think I have enough to finish my school project, Mina Chachi. Thank you so much, said Samir. I am always happy to help my favorite nephew, Mina Chachi smiled. I am going to try and use everything I learned today to save water in our house, Samir said. I also realized that we use the least amount of water for drinking and cooking. Is that correct? You are absolutely right, Samir, Meena Chachi said. Where does all the water go then? Samir asked. Well, most of the water gets used in flushing, washing utensils, washing clothes, gardening, and bathing, Meena Chachi replied. Wow, I would put that in my school project as well, Samir said, writing everything. You really helped the residents reduce their water usage, Meena Chachi. I am beginning to understand how you did it. Do you know why we need to save water? Meena Chachi asked. Because it is impossible to live without water, Samir said. That is true, but because 1.3 billion people in India don't have clean water like you and me. 1.3 billion? How much is that? It sounds like a really big number, said Samir. It is a big number. It is a number made out of 13 digits, Mina Chachi said. Well, as of right now, when Samir is in school, he's only learnt 2 digits. And 13 digits? That's a huge number. There are some people who travel for 4 hours just to fill 2 buckets of water. When we save water, we will be able to help all these people. That sounds terrible, Samir said. I thought we found water everywhere. That is why it is so important that we save water, Meena Chachi said. If you make an effort and tell enough people around you to save water, you will be helping the environment, Meena Chachi said. I will do my best, Meena Chachi, Samir replied. I promise. So then she tells him what and how much water do we end up spending all day. If you used only a bucket of water during the day, then this is where all the water would get used. 29% of water goes for flushing. That's a lot of amount of water. Washing clothes, about 19%. Then gardening, if we have a garden, that's about 17%. Bathing takes up almost 15%, just like washing utensils. And cooking and drinking, like Samir had thought of, takes the least amount. 3% in cooking and 2% in drinking clean water. Now let's see that there are some people and animals here who want to share something with you and they're asking for help to save water. Let's find out what their stories are. And this, I guess, is very, very important to know for all of us so that we need to learn how to save water. Let's see the first story. I am Ram. I haven't gone to school for 3 weeks because my stomach has been upset. The water we drink is very dirty. Look at his bottle, it's almost got like brown color water over here. Oh wow, I feel so bad. I am Bushy the egret. The water that comes from your homes into this lake is making it very difficult for me to breathe. Look at that situation, the brown colored water. Let's look at Neera. I am Neera. I walk for 4 hours every day so that my children have some water to drink. This is the only water we get during the day. And now imagine what happens to them in summer when you actually want to drink so much more water. 4 more hours of walking. That sounds really terrible. I am Guru, the Gharial. The water in Yamuna is becoming dirtier by the day. If you help save this water, you will also save my home. Well, that's so true. We completely forget when we throw things into lakes and rivers when we go, and for our entertainment purpose, we completely forget that whatever we are dumping into these lakes and waters in the sea, that it is also home to some animals. What would happen if people dumped things into our house? How would we feel about it?
Welcome back. Well, that was quite a story. Every drop definitely counts. And not just for us, but like I said at the beginning of the story, for all those people who are deprived of water, who don't have water, or for the ones who are living in the villages where you don't have enough water, for which they have to go walk for more than hours, like 4 hours and 5 hours sometimes, just one way to get some amount of water, like a pot full of water. Isn't that sad? But we can change this situation now if we take good care of saving water, making sure that we don't litter, making sure that we keep our place just like how we keep our own houses very, very clean. We should also keep our environment because that's also the place where we live. So, all the surroundings that we have around us, we should keep it clean, neat, and we should also tell other people when they're throwing some litter or garbage on the floor or on the roads to pick it up, throw it in the dustbin. The more cleaner is the environment, the more healthier we will stay. And that is very, very important. So I hope you've all enjoyed the story about Samir, doing his project on saving water, where Mina Chachi helped him a lot and she gave him some brilliant ideas how to save water. I am sure all my little ones, you can also do that thing in your houses, right? I want all of you to take a pledge. You have to take a promise and tell me what are the 5 different ways you will be able to save water. Okay, you can tell me this in the chat box after you've done seeing the story and once you've also had time to work on these things. And you can also share whatever you have learned from the story in the comment section below. So I hope you had a great evening. Have a great weekend ahead. And thank you so much for viewing the story. I really enjoyed myself too. Until next time, see you soon. Bye.